Good evening, ladies, as well as gentlemen. Puppet Boris here with some more Darkest Dungeon. It's time to go on a mission with, I think, what is it? Time for my A team or my B team? I don't know. I have a lot of people that have leveled up. We're gonna go back to the ruins on a medium mission. I want to go on a medium mission now. The short ones aren't as exciting, and all I really need right now are crests, so it doesn't really matter where I go. So here we're gonna take our Hellion, and I think this is my second Crusader. We'll also grab the Witch Doctor and the Healer. I found out a couple of things recently. You can actually change your skills while you're in a dungeon, so it's not necessary to upgrade them, or sorry, to change them, to set them when you're back in town, so you can kind of forget about that, which is cool. And yeah, let's go ahead and just provision up. So for a medium mission, I find that I like to have a stack and a half of food and a stack and a half of torches. Then we'll take, I'm just gonna play it safe and take 2 shovels. It's unlikely that I'll need both, but shovels can be used for some other things besides breaking terrain, and I really would hate to run into terrain. I'll take one of everything else, it should be good. Okay, it's time to embark. I've been playing it on another account, and I found that actually the Warrens and the Weald are harder than the Ruins, because the monsters are just harder even if you're playing on the same difficulty. So probably if you have like a weak team or your B team and then everybody's at level 0, it's better to go back into the Ruins rather than trying to get papers or portraits by going to one of the other zones. We have a Gather 3 Holy Relics quest, and the map is a bit annoying. If there's no Holy Relics in these 3 rooms, I can ignore all of them, but if there are Holy Relics in there, it's going to be annoying. I am, however, going to skip them. It's a chance I'm willing to take, because backtracking is not the end of the world, and it would be nice not to have to go through all those rooms. Alright, let's go in here. Man, I really hope I remember to oh yeah, I did upgrade my weapons and armor, so that's good. It's getting dim. Let's light that extra torch that we found. And right off the bat, we have to use a shovel. So with so much of the dungeon left to explore, I'm glad that we have a second shovel. Shovels can sometimes be used to break apart things if you don't have a key. You don't get quite as much treasure that way, but you do get some of it. And wow, it's a good thing I got a second shovel, because there is another unavoidable barrier coming up. Let's use our herbs here on this Iron Maiden. Get some treasure. 150 gold. Well, doesn't really justify the herbs, unfortunately. But the shovel's definitely been justified. Spending 500 gold to avoid all that stress and health damage is more than worth it. Okay, we're gonna have a treasure box and a fight here. Not the worst thing in the world, this matchup. She resisted the pull, which is good. Please don't be a crit. That's a hard hit, but not a crit. Ah, the enemy just gets to go all first. That's fantastic. Alright, let's see what we want to do here. I could just try to kill the cultist brawler. Smite has a small chance of being able to do that. I could Holy Lance the Acolyte or the Arbalist. These guys will take a little bit of a beating to actually kill, so stopping the corals by actually killing enough creatures is a bit of a tall order. Does this do bonus damage against Unholy? It does. I'm gonna try to whack the Acolyte. See how well that goes. Could have gone better. Alright, so she could heal herself, but that seems a bit passive. Actually, instead of using a healing cell, let's just actually Judgment. See if I can kill off this Acolyte. Okay, nice. And that'll also heal her, which is good. Okay, I could stun the Arbalist to stop it from attacking, or I could blight the Brawler. Let's see if... Yeah, one use of Noxious Blast, as long as it deals at least 3 damage, will kill the Brawler, provided I'm okay with it attacking for 3 turns. Let's just play it safe. I'm gonna Blinding Gas the Arbalist. Okay, gets stunned, and now I can either yop these things and just basically not use the Hellion at all this fight, or I can attack these guys. The advantage of attacking them is then I can actually use my Crusader for stress relief. I think I'm actually gonna do that. So we're gonna go for the Brawler because the Brawler hits harder. Ah, it's unfortunate. Okay, not too much damage there. Ah, crits. That was a pretty rough crit, I gotta say. Okay, we'll yop. And do I still use this for stress relief? Yeah. Let's commit to that plan. Okay. So she, I think... Oh, man, these guys are already stunned, so there's no point stunning them. Group healing doesn't really seem worthwhile. Alright, let's go ahead and shoot the Brawler. Heal up a little bit. And work on bringing this thing down so that the Arbalist only does the Bayonet Slash, which is a really weak move. Okay, so this thing will die in a couple of turns. Oh no, it resisted the Blight. That's unfortunate. Okay, now let's see if we can finish this thing off. Even though it was stunned, it was worth doing to get the Arbalist to come up front. Oh my god, the crits. And again, the damage. Alright, well, let's see. This guy has less health, so we'll Noxious Blast him. Yup. They both get stunned. Good. We'll keep on going with the stress relief. That also improves the lighting, which is nice. I could, in theory, with this team, buy fewer torches because I do have 2 characters that have light increasing abilities, but I don't want to rely on those abilities in battle when maybe sometimes for tactical reasons I'd rather use different moves. Hey, I got my own crit, so that should relieve some stress. That could have been better, but I'm not gonna look a gift horse in the mouth. There's a risk here that we're gonna get a message that we're tarrying too long. But hopefully, since I'm making real attacks for the most part, that won't happen. Alright, this thing's gonna die next turn because it's blighted, so there's no reason at all to attack it. In theory, oh fuck. Right before it dies, everybody gets stressed out. That's unfortunate. In theory, you could try to follow a strategy of having like 2 Crusaders and using stress resist a lot in battle. But somebody's gotta kill the monsters. Okay, well that all happened. Heirloom chest. I'm gonna save the key. I believe if you use a key here, you can unlock a secret compartment, but there's still plenty of map to explore. There might be something else I need a key for. Okay, so we're gonna have a trap and a fight. Well, at least we got to see the trap coming. Okay. Didn't disarm it, didn't dodge it, took a bunch of damage and some stress. Awesome. Definitely could be going better here. Alright, I'm gonna actually do if it bleeds, because it's likely to actually kill one of these guys off in a single hit. If I'd done one of these guys, they would have lived. Still not worth it to use healing abilities, I don't think, so let's just stun a guy and gain some light. Ah, it resisted the stun. 25% chance. Yeah, these monsters, which are in the ruins, there's nothing really quite... They're not in the other areas, so the other areas will have harder monsters. Man, I'm getting crit a lot. Which is kind of annoying, but that's Darkest Dungeon. Bad things happen. So now, let's try to finish that guy off. If it gets blighted, it should die. It resists. You gotta be kidding me. Oh, man. Well, let's start healing up my frontliners. These back guys don't need any health, so there's no point doing the group heal, I don't think, just yet. As long as these guys don't crit, they won't add to my stress, so I don't mind dedicating the Crusader to stress relief. Alright, let's see if we can... Oh man, please be blighted. Okay, good. So this guy was gonna die. Perfect. The Crusader can keep on de-stressing. Crusader, yeah. I think everyone has too much stress for me to actually be able to stress everybody down with that Crusader, but it's possible that with my camping skills, I'll be able to get everybody's stress down. More heirlooms. Papers are good. Light's good. This, I don't know. I think this is a battle. Yeah, there's sarcophagus. Alright, so if for some reason this bone courtier, I don't know if they're like super lightning quick or something, but it seems like they always go first with the tempting goblet. Let's try to stun that guy. Not a chance. Definitely gonna stun the back too because they have stress increasing abilities. Alright. Let's bleed the brawler or just kill him in one go. That works too. I think it'd be a little bit foolhardy to just use this guy for healing the whole fight. So we'll smite the defender. Maybe I should have stunned him. Please resist. Nope. Not a chance. Alright. Let's try stunning the Acolyte. No, man, I do not have good luck with stuns today. Please resist the pull. Oh no, not a chance. Wowza. It's getting ugly. We're gonna try to finish off the courtier. Luckily, I get a high enough damage roll that it dies, so no more tempting goblets. Alright, health's getting a little bit low for the party here, so I think I will start to use healing from the priest. Oh, he actually can't do anything but his healing ability, so let's do that. Ah, man, it's tempting to finish this thing off, though. Okay. Let me try to stun that defender so I don't take damage from him. This thing will bleed on its own. The Eldritch moves I don't care about. They don't deal too much damage, and my party order is already all screwed up. Okay. Ah, that's unfortunate. Alright, every little bit helps. Can I finish him off? There we go. So this thing will do one more attack. It doesn't do any damage, and it's gonna bleed out. So since it's gonna bleed out anyway, might as well heal the team. And I just move around. I'm hoping the Crusader gets to go again. No, it got to bleed out. All right. Sarcophagus is not the greatest thing to find. Oh, that's a pretty good trait or trinket. Too bad grave robbers suck. Sarcophagi don't always have good things in them. This one did. Not much, though. Alright. So let's put the Plague Doctor back there. We get some scouting, which is nice. Wait, where are these holy relics I'm supposed to be finding? Got a feeling we're gonna have to backtrack. Alright, I'm not gonna go up to this room because there's a fight on the way, and it doesn't look like there's anything there. I guess, I don't know if these blank stone rooms can have a holy relic in them or not. We're about to find out. I think I've already used up my herbs, and I don't want to risk that alchemy table because usually it's bad if you don't use the herbs on it. Alright, here's another fight. Acolyte Brawler. Soldier. Well, we haven't had very many stressful incantations from those guys, so I guess it could be worse. Let's see, do I want to heal? I don't think so. I think it's more valuable for me just to stun and reduce the damage intake that way. You know what? This is a really easy fight. Let's just do more stress relief from the Crusader. We should be okay here. I might even be able to kill the Acolyte in one hit. Oh, man. It's going to bleed, but it's going to survive with 1 health, unfortunately. Okay. Let's try to kill the Brawler off. If it blights, it will die. And so this guy's dead. Yep. That guy will just slash, but as long as he doesn't crit, I don't really care about the damage. So this thing will die in 1 hit. I'm gonna go ahead and let the Barbarian get the kill. We'll use everybody else for their healing powers. I guess a group heal would have been better there. Alright, luckily it didn't use the stressful incantation. I don't care about the pull because it does very little damage. She's getting a little high on stress. I'm probably gonna send her to stress healing in town anyway. So what I'm going to do is use the stress ability, what is it, Inspiring Cry, I guess I should call it by its name, on other characters who might actually go into another battle. Alright, we'll do a group heal this time. Alright, do we get any treasure from this? We do. Very nice. 500 gold and some crests. Well, I do need crests. 75 light on the nose. And it's a locked cabinet. The monsters are surprised, which is good, because if they weren't surprised, this courtier would definitely have gone. Okay, well, the priest, I could heal each of these guys for 2. Might as well stun the defender, though. Or try to, anyway. Alright, we're gonna go... Second Iron Swan, try to kill off the courtier, but the courtier I'm gonna try to stun anyway. So I'm gonna do if it bleeds on the Acolyte. Again, it's gonna come 1 damage shy of dying from the bleed, but if the blinding gas hits, that will be the last point of damage needed to kill it. Ah, perfect. So this thing is gonna be stunned and bleed out. Do I want to use Inspiring Cry? That'd be a little bit greedy, I think. Yeah, I think we're gonna just... Oh, I can't actually lance that thing. Well, let's try to stun it. See if that works. Okay, so the enemy is all stunned. This thing's gonna bleed out. Now I guess I have nothing better to do than heal. I could have done some piddly damage to one of these guys also, I suppose. Okay, now Holy Lancing seems like a pretty good idea. Ah, it dodges. Okay. I'm gonna just play it safe, and I'm going to stun this courtier. I really don't want to take any more stress, but it dodges, so my last chance is to get a good damage roll on if it bleeds. And I do. So no tempting goblets here. The monsters being surprised was quite helpful. Alright, so as long as these guys don't crit, I'll be perfectly happy with this fight. It will have been a nice, easy time. Alright, so this thing will die in 2 more turns. Do I want a stress relief? This Bone Defender can do a little bit of damage and stun and pushback, or just do a bit of damage. I think actually the stress relief is more important than getting these guys killed faster. Alright, we'll use the priest to try to stun that guy. It resists. Yeah, his abilities just don't do very much damage, which is nice. Let's see if we can stun them with the Yop. We can. Good. So this thing is going to blight itself to death. I could deal 2 to each of them. I'd rather give one of them a bigger heal than do 2 to both, I think. No point yopping, because this thing's dead regardless. So I might as well just give it a hack. And this thing's stunned, so let's heal up a little more. We might have to backtrack and do a lot more fighting, so I want to play it cautiously in this fight since I have the advantage. Again, I'm not going to reduce stress on the priest because I really don't think the priest is going to go into the next fight with me. I'm going to send her for stress relief. Alright, this thing's stunned. We're going to relieve some stress, and then I'm going to try to kill this thing off. I worry that we're getting to that point where it's going to stress everybody out from the fight taking too long. 875 is not a bad reward. Let's see, is this locked? Ah, it's a reliquary, so this is one of the things that we have to get. Holy Relic, Object of the Search. Well, we are at a room. Luckily, this trinket is terrible. I would never trade accuracy for health, so let's just put that in there. Okay, 1 down, 3 to go is looking unlikely. I have a feeling I'm going to have to go back. Alright, we have an extra fight here, and we're surprised. I have learned that being surprised is pretty much the worst thing that can happen in this game. It's like the most sure way for something that should be easy to end up being really awful instead. So here we're not going to be doing stress relief. We're just going to try to kill everything as fast as possible, because when you're at a position like this and you can't use your good abilities and you have to waste turns moving around or doing things like this, which isn't even like a good skill, it's worth it to just kill as much as possible and not worry about the fine points. Okay, so we got one thing killed with a lucky roll on a bad ability. That guy is just dead weight. Ho-ho. He resists the stun, but not the push. That's fine. Alright, let's heal the team up. I was really hoping I could go before they could, but dodging their attack is just as good. Okay. Actually, everybody ended up being in the right position thanks to the dead weights. So now I think I am going to go ahead and do some inspiring cries with my time. while this guy is stunned. And we'll also heal the team because there's going to be some backtracking happening, so getting health up seems like a good idea. Let's get to work on that 24 health. Alright, it's worth considering Inspiring Crying on the Vestal, because maybe if I did get enough Inspiring Cries on her, I actually could put her into the next mission. Let's try it. I don't know if it's the right move, but it's the move I'm going to make. Yeah, let's keep healing the team. These guys could all use some health. And we'll blight you some more. So now I should be taking 6 damage from double blight. Oh no, just 3? I don't know how it works. I really have no idea how it works when you stack the same overtime ability. I've definitely seen the enemy start taking 6 damage before, but it didn't happen this time. Anyway, Barbarian did just enough damage to kill that thing, so that's great. Well, this is 250 gold, so it's worth taking. You know, I'm realistically just never going to use a Grave Robber, so let's trade that out. Okay. Oh, we're just in the middle of the hallway. Aha! At last, a chance to use our holy water. Urns usually are bad if you don't use the holy water on them. Alright. Starting to get a bit tricky. When you're collecting these relics, one of the problems is they take up space in your inventory. Wow, this is actually really tricky. Everything I have is sort of useful. I wish you could light it. I wish I could light this torch. Oh, I can light that torch. Oh, okay, great. Well then, I guess I'll just replace the torches with the rubies. It's a bit greedy, but I think it's worth it. I do, like I said before, though, I have 2 characters who can light things up, so I should be fine. Okay, so no combat in the hallway. I just really hope one of these rooms has a holy relic, or else this is all a waste of time. Alright, luckily we have 3 keys, so that's great. 150 gold. Okay, this is awkward. I could throw the keys away, but 150 gold isn't even that much, so we'll just leave it alone. Hunger, let's not starve, let's eat. Oh, light a torch. One thing that's nice is that if you do backtrack, the light level seems to diminish at a much slower pace than when you're initially going through it. It's like, I guess if you know where you're going, you don't take as much time. Alright, books. I'm not going to read books anymore. They're just bad, on average. Okay, there's nothing there. So this is a little bit tricky now. We have to backtrack a long ass ways, but the light level won't go down too much from doing this, but the food will go down a bit. So I'm probably not going to get to feast while camping. When you camp, you have to pick an amount of food to eat. You can eat 2 food and nothing happens, 4 food and you heal a little bit, or 8 food and you heal a lot, and everybody loses some stress. So it seems unlikely that I'm gonna get to do that option. The question is, could there be a holy relic in this gray room? And that's one thing I don't know, is what kind of rooms can have holy relics and what kind can't. I'm gonna skip this room because it doesn't have a symbol, and I don't want to have to do that fight in the hallway for nothing. You can see the light kind of staying high, which is a little weird. I don't know why the light would drop faster when you're going through a hallway for the first time, or why it would go down slower when you're going through a hallway for the second time. I mean, the distance doesn't change. You think a torch would last as long all the time. So by skipping these 3 rooms, I ended up costing myself a lot of time because I could have backtracked, 3, but instead I have to backtrack a whole bunch. Maybe I should have just gone down those rooms to begin with. And if you've ever wondered why I always buy so much food and then seem to have a bunch of food left over, well, this shows you why. Fuck. I have to break through the rubble, take a bunch of stress. It's a lot of stress that you take when you have to break apart the rubble with your bare hands. So I bought 2 shovels going into this mission. Had I only bought 1, it would have been really bad. Okay, it's getting a little bit scary here because this Vestal is getting a little high. And everybody else is high as well. Fuck! Well, okay, the stress could have been a lot worse there. I don't think I can afford to stress heal. I need to take out this rabble. Alright, so we'll do a Yop. Stun these guys and start to blight the big one. But from this point forward, the Crusader's gonna do all stress relief all the time. In fact, the Priest could do a bit of healing as well. Right, Yop back at you. Oh, that Barbarian really took a lot of stress from the crumbling of the stone and the critical hits and stuff. That's one of the great things about this game. You can think you've got everything totally in control, and then all of a sudden, terrible stuff starts to happen. And you're on your hands and knees. Alright, if it gets blighted, it'll die in a couple of turns. Alright, so this thing will die before it can attack. We're in pretty safe shape here. I'm not sure, unless these guys have really good camping skills. I honestly forget what kind of camping skills they have. Unless they have really spectacular camping skills, we're probably gonna have to send most of them into stress relief. Although I guess I could chance it with everyone but the Vestal. I feel sort of bad that I used the wrong name for all the classes. The Crusader's a Paladin, the Helion's a Barbarian, the Vestal is a Priest. I mean, I get that the people who made the game were really trying to be creative, giving them all different names and stuff, but, you know, some things are just really entrenched. Alright, Bone Courtier's gonna go first in Tempting Goblet. Yeah, I just know this game too well. Okay, so a bunch of stress there, that sucks. Coral, as long as it's not a crit, should be fine. It's a crit! Oh god. Oh, that could be really bad. Interestingly, she didn't take any stress from that. Are you kidding me? Wow. It's not even that dark. She is at 91, that's scary, but I really need to kill things. I'm actually gonna try to smite the soldier here. Oh, should have smited the rabble. That's a mistake that could come back to haunt me. What we're gonna do here is try to stun these guys with poison gas, and try to stun the front guys with a Yop. So if that guy had died, I probably wouldn't have Yopped there, but take it a little, try to whittle them down a little bit, take it safe, and then try to get some inspiring cries going. Do I want a Divine Comfort? I don't think so. I think I just want to stun a guy. I kind of wish the Vestal, Priest, whatever, had some stress reduction moves, but I suppose it would be a little bit strong if she did. Let's get a good damage roll. Thank you. And some stress relief is nice as well. We really got to make sure this Hellion doesn't flip out. Actually, I really probably need to make sure that the Vestal doesn't flip out. Part of the things about having somebody get to 100 stress isn't just that they start to suck. It's the fact that they often, a lot of the afflictions cause them to increase the stress of the other party members, which makes sense if you've got somebody, you know, flipping their shit out on the adventure. It's gonna freak you out a little bit. So I'm not healing her stress with any hope that she's actually not gonna have to go to a stress relief in town. It's mostly just that she doesn't get afflicted during the mission and cause everybody else a whole bunch of stress. Although, honestly, I'm probably gonna have to send everybody to stress relief. This is all a little bit close. Well, it depends on how well camping goes. That's the big variable. I don't remember what camping skills they have. I don't remember if I've bought stress relief camping skills for them. I don't think I did. So if they have a good way to reduce stress during the camping mode, we could be okay. Alright, hopefully that will reduce stress. This is crappy. Oh man, do I really not have room for any of this stuff? Okay, there's not much stuff left. So I don't think we're gonna need to have a key. And this 200 gold I think is just gonna have to get lost. That's the problem with this Holy Relic mission. The lack of inventory space really does become a problem. Yeah, I should have, you know what? I should have kept the keys. Then I could have used one of the keys on this chest. I think if you use a key on one of those chests, it lets you bypass the trap. And then we have a locked cabinet. Alright, well, that'll just have to go. So no bookshelves. Bookshelves suck. We'll just... Oh, so she has some quirk that makes her open things up. Okay, 250 gold. This is also 250 gold. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to go by the wayside. Oh god. Oh man, I'm gonna have to backtrack all the way over there. Wait, is this thing a frickin' holy... Could that thing I passed by have been a holy relic container? Shoot. Clearly this holy relic mission is not my favorite. Had it been the win all the battles or the scouting mission, we would have already had this in hand. Okay, so there's a thing, reliquary, great. So I'm going to camp right now because we're gonna have to backtrack to that other place. See if we can reduce some stress. We can only eat 2 food, so we're out of food, so if everybody gets hungry again, it's gonna be a problem. Alright, nothing good there. Self-medicate. Yeah, these guys do not have very good camping skills. Reduce stress by 10? Sure. And we'll reduce some more stress. This guy, this lady, I guess. Is there a chance that I could avoid having to pay for stress? Maybe. So I'll use it on her. This is a cool ability. Everybody else gets 5 stress while she loses 1 stress. Or at least she loses 25 stress. So party-wise, you still gain... Or you still lose 15 stress total. Yeah, we'll do it. Oh, this person resisted some of it. That's cool. Alright, so that's it. That's all we can do. They say a bunch of dumb stuff. Okay, luckily... Oh, shit. They are upon us, so we have to do a fight. We're surprised by the ambush. Okay. Let's try to stun this thing. Hopefully we win the coin flip. Nope, we do not. The barbarian has to waste a turn moving. Please do not be a crit. Blanket fire is actually not a very strong ability because it doesn't do that much damage. But when it crits, it's real bad. Right, that stun works. Not in position to do blinding gas. So we'll go for the blighting, I guess, because it does more damage. Man. This guy's got a lot of hit points, but he doesn't really have good abilities, except for the point-blank shot that he sometimes uses. That's really bad. Oh man, I really should light this torch, because these guys are doing a lot of damage. Alright. Let's blight him up. Here it's 6 damage per round. He's gonna die in 2 turns anyway, so attacking him was pretty pointless. Oh no, that's bad. Point blank shot is just the worst. Okay. If it bleeds, we can finally hit one of these guys. And it does bleed, so it'll die in a couple of turns. This thing is dead, so I'm just actually going to swap places. Dodge, very good. Can I hit the guy in the back with that? I can't. Well, I might as well hit that thing to rob it of a single turn. One disadvantage, by the way, of letting things bleed out is that if you do that, nobody gets the stress relief for landing the killing blow. So that's something to consider. It's the reason why you might want to hit a monster that's going to die anyway, in lieu of doing a healing ability, for instance, if you don't really need the healing. Basically, when you camp and there's monsters after the camp, it doesn't seem to happen most of the time, but when it does happen, it's just the worst. Alright, we've really got to patch this Crusader up. Let's get some blight on there. So it'll die before he can act. Or he'll die before he can act. so we can just focus on healing. So you stunned and blighted, and then he'll be blighted again and die. So even though this healing skill isn't very good, we'll use it just because it's better than doing nothing. So I could attack it and kill it to get some stress relief. Does my party need the healing? We're probably only gonna have one more fight. All right, we'll take the stress relief. Wow, that's quite a lot of loot there. 25 gold. So it might be tempting to throw the 25 gold away for the bust, but the thing you have to remember is any more gold I collect would get added to this stack. Whereas the busts, you know, it's 2 busts. How much do I need 2 busts? Alright, I'll take the busts. Being able to upgrade stuff is good. But anyway, we're actually running out of room to freaking put these relics in the inventory. I guess these busts have to go anyway. There's nothing better to throw away. Okay, so wow. This mission, a little bit of a disaster. I gotta make a note to avoid the Holy Relic missions in the future. Is this a Holy Reliquary? No, it's a display cabinet, so I definitely don't want to go in there. Oh no, oh no. It's never good. If the display cabinet is locked, nothing good ever happens. There's a 0% chance of a good thing happening. Well, we learned a lot in this video. We learned that the Holy Relic missions suck unheard of quantities of donkey dongs. Could this maybe be a locked reliquary? Ah, this is a reliquary. It's just sitting in the middle of the road. Oh, well, it's a good thing I checked it. So we're going to take that relic and get the fuck out of here. Whew, what a terrible mission. Anyway, in the end, because my armor and my weapons and my skills were upgraded, and I like to think because I played pretty well, it could have been a lot worse. I think only one of the party members really needs to get stress relief. Everybody else is going to be fine. So thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like and or subscribe. And if you want to stick around for the cleanup. Wow, that's a funny one. I've never seen that one before. That actually really sucks. That means this Crusader's pretty much never going to crit anymore. This is a good one. I like that one a lot. And oh, that sucks. She's going to take more stress because I play with lots of light. Well, once we get the sanatorium up and running, or enough money that I feel like I can spare just paying the sanatorium unupgraded, we'll have to cure some of those things. Okay, so let's see here. Let's send Gurney. Oh, Granitesimal is still in here getting treated. Well, what's her stress? 5? I think you're probably okay, right? Yeah, let's get you out of here. Well, maybe Gurney can get... I upgraded the prayer a bunch. Maybe praying will be good enough for her. We'll stick her in here. It's cheaper anyway. Pasquire, does she need treatment? I think 40 stress, she should be fine. I don't want to spend 1,000 gold just doing that. Okay, let's check if we can upgrade. Nope. But I think I can actually upgrade the guild. Yes. So now we can get skills up to level 3. Can these guys get... Ah, yes, I can actually upgrade the level 2 people's skills. Okay. So, Smite, sure. Stunning Blow, yes. Holy Lance, absolutely. And we can also now upgrade Inspiring Cry twice, so now it's a heal 1 to 2, and the stress heal is actually 5. That's definitely worth it. So we'll do that. Wait, let me actually see if anyone else can get upgrades. That one's good, that one's good. Only level 1, so there's no point doing the Inspiring Cry yet. Grantesmil is in the place, so she can't have her skills upgraded. Ah, Dismas. Am I gonna keep using this Highwayman? He's fun, but he's probably just straight up not as good as the Helion. And I'd rather have Renauld or any Crusader as my other frontliner than the Highwayman, because the Crusader has more health and can do the stress relief thing. So I'm actually not going to upgrade Dismas right now. Don't think I actually need to. However, the Witch Doctor definitely just want to get all their skills upgraded. Yeah. Alright, you can think you're really rich, but it really adds up quickly, the money that you spend upgrading your skills. Let's see if we can get something good here. We can get another Crusader. Well, I can get rid of the Occultist to put a third Crusader into my ranks, but I don't think I really need to do that. Yeah, I don't want to upgrade. I can't upgrade anyway. Let's take a quick look at my upgrade status. Blacksmith. Yeah, I do just want to save up my papers for the better ranks of weaponsmithing. So the problem is, who am I going to send out now that my healer is in stress relief? I've never been able to find another healer. I could put in another melee-ish type of person and just go whole hog on damage, or I can put in this occultist and have him using weird reconstruction for healing. Jeez, I just really don't like these abilities. Stabby isn't too bad. It's got a decent crit mod. And the pole is kind of nifty. You know what? Maybe I'll just, in place of the healer, I'll just stick another Hellion in there and call it a day. Or I could actually put another Crusader in there. Let's do this. Let's get rid of the Occultist. Put the Crusader in here. Buy the Crusader. Oh, the Crusader actually comes with Inspiring Cry. Perfect. We'll give him Holy Lance as well. Oh, Battle Heal? Interesting. It has to be in the front row, though. No, I would rather use Inspiring Cry 100% of the time. Okay. Great. We'll just use the Crusader as our other character. So we'll have a high Crusader party. Okay. So I think that'll do it. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and or subscribe, and I'll see you again soon. Take care, everyone.